Hello, how are we doing?
Squawk 1571, and I lost in between, maybe due to the internet. Could you repeat that, climbing and routing direct?
What's the squawk code?
It's going to be
118 flat.
It's going to be 7,000 feet, and the readback is correct.
Simultaneous approach is in use to Seattle Airport and Boeing Field. Traffic below you on final. North is to Airman. Arrivals advised if you have true runway scenery. Advise on initial contact. You have information Bravo. Tacoma International Airport 8 is information Bravo. 22530 Zulu. 1220 at Niner. Visibility 10. Few clouds at 5,000. 12,000 scattered. Ceiling 25,000 broken. Temperature 26. 2.8. Altimeter 29908. Simultaneous visual approach is 16 left and 16 right in use.
98 on the
approach is in use. Departing runways 16 left and 16 center. Simultaneous
left,
approach
most
is in
likely.
use to Seattle Airport and Boeing Field. Traffic below you on final. North is to Airman. Arrivals advised if you have true runway scenery. Advise on initial contact. You have information Bravo.
Alright, Bravo on board.
Just to confirm, Emirates 230, after departure we are maintaining a runway heading or routing direct to Nechi or else?
You need radar vectors, don't you?
I'll send you a chart. Thank you, Emirates 230.
Seattle clearance, this is FedEx3255 with Bravo IFR to Oakland, ready to copy.
FedEx 2255, clearance on request number 3.
Alright, that's 3255, FedEx 3255.
Correct. FedEx 3255, my apologies.
No worries, stand by number 3 for 3255.
FedEx 230, chart is on the way. Thank you, Emirates 230.
31.3 is what we get on the fuel.
Looking for PDC, say call sign again. Delta 1222. Delta 1222, PDC on the way.
Landing is pretty low, it's like 10 feet or something like that. Not negative 10, that would be a problem. Have a lot of fuel in this bird, do we? Oh, it's only 8,300 as extra. Okay.
FedEx 3255 cleared, so Delta 1222, squawk 1561.
1651 going in the box, Delta 1222.
FedEx 3255, clearance available.
Standing by 3255.
FedEx 3255, cleared to Metropolitan Oakland Airport, Arab 6 departure, Hiskew transition, then as filed. Climb via SID, except maintain 7,000, departure frequency 125.6. Squawk 1536.
Okay, we're clear to Metropolitan Oakland. Correction. We're clear to Oakland by the Harab 6 departure here. Hiskew transition then is filed. Climb via SID, set maintain 7,000. Departure 125.6, squawking 1536, FedEx 3255.
FedEx 3255, read back correct. Call ramp for push and start.
Ran for push and start for 3255 Heavy. Have a good evening. What's up? I'm out of that one.
Seattle Clarence, good evening, Boeing November 6 and 4 Lima Romeo at Swissport with Bravo IFR.
Is it a male or a female?
November
Not
6
really any good
7
aviation
4
ones
Lima
unless you're
Romeo
gonna do pilot names or something.
Seattle
I don't
Clarence.
know. I can't really think of that right at this moment.
Clarence on request. We'll take PDC if it's easier for you.
Alright, Bravo on board. 2.3.
Just a lot of strips to edit and push.
That's auto. He already has the pillow's already named auto though. I'm not gonna have a cat named auto.
Available, advise ready to copy. Ready to copy, Delta Echo Foxtrot Lima Lima. Delta Echo Foxtrot Lima Lima, cleared out of the Seattle class Bravo airspace. Maintain VFR at or below 2,500. Departure frequency 125.6, squawk 1516. Repeat squawk code Delta Lima Lima. 1516. Cleared out of the Seattle class Bravo airspace at or below 2,500. Departure frequency is 125.6, squawk 1516, Delta Echo Foxtrot Lima Lima. Foxtrot Lima Lima, read that correct. Startup approved. Call ramp for push. Startup is
I don't know why
approved.
that didn't work.
Call
Oh,
ramp.
make it work that way.
Delta
Oh,
Echo
this is
Foxtrot Lima Lima.
1536.
And the same with
So we'll put
Emirates
that in
230 is ready for pushback and start.
Emirates 230, call ramp on 122.27 for push and start.
Prop watch is pretty good.
Roger 122.5,
That's actually pretty funny.
Emirates 230, thank you for the help.
Alright, after Hiskew, it's Quebec 5 is the airway. Did I actually file that? Oh, I did. Okay, good.
Over 4 Lima Romeo. Go for Boeing November 4 Lima Romeo. Boeing
Windsor
4
2
Lima Romeo.
arrival.
Cleared to Moses.
Spammy transition. That
Cleared
makes me
to
laugh.
Grant County Airport. Mountain 1 departure. Radar vector is Normie. And as filed.
Hey, buddy, what's going on?
7,000.
Nothing much, just
And
finished
squawk,
flight.
or departure frequency.
Where'd you fly to?
5.6.
Flew from
Squawk
Handbook in Germany to
4103.
in France.
Oh.
Alright, clear to Grand Canyon Moses Lake via the Mountain 1 departure radar vectors
Turn
Normie
this
as
down.
filed, climb via 6.
Turn that off for a minute. I don't need to hear ATC right now.
That's true.
Well, I already got my clearance, so now it's just a matter of just getting all the information punched in and making sure the plane's ready to go and all that other fun stuff, you know.
Mm.
Okay, so it's
Flying
climb.
to Oakland?
Yep, we're doing Oakland. Doing a lot of West Coast. There's an event going on tonight in Chicago, but I really didn't want to mess with that mess. It's just you're gonna have so many planes going into the same airspace, and there's a high risk of holds, and I did not want to mess with that.
Yeah.
I was actually the last stream I did. I flew into Minneapolis, St. Paul, and I was very worried because we had we had a weather front coming through.
Yeah.
But two, there were so many planes coming into the airspace that we were actually going to get held. And I haven't actually done a hold on here, and I was like, okay, I hope I do this right, because I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to do it right. So I ended up getting vectors. Basically, I made a giant lap, a right-hand lap, and luckily I just got vectors, and then eventually I got put back on the arrival, which was nice. So I didn't have to worry about, going into the hold or anything, but I was absolutely terrified.
Oh, man.
I mean, if I do it once, I'll remember it, but it's just, I've never actually done a hold with the FMC and all that other stuff, so it was like, okay, what's going to happen?
Yeah.
But it ended up being fine.
To be honest,
end up
I
being.
think a whole is just him telling you the directions.
Well, it's not. Well, you can put it in the FMC, but I need to know. I don't really know how. Like after that, how do I? I mean, I don't know how to really exactly program it and then how to get out of it. So I need to actually just one day just mess around on the FMC on X-Plane doing a flight, just pick a hold point and then figure it out. But we'll, whatever. Because he would tell me like what star or what waypoint to do initiate the hold, and you just kind of stay there and make laps.
Yeah.
So.
Well, it depends on what plane you're into, because like I've flown into London a lot of times, and yeah, I've gotten held a lot there.
Yeah.
And also, there's like this restriction over Gatwick where you can't go over 10,000 feet, so that's also something.
It's weird.
That's not really weird considering what airspace you're in, but.
Good point. All right, we should be on the FMC. We should be on. Is it running? Okay, it is running. Okay, I couldn't hear it. So I really like flying out of Seattle, but there are times it really trashes my frames. Just because I got so much scenery and everything here, so it's a little iffy. Hopefully that the stream's not going to look all choppy and stuff, but we'll see.
Okay.
Plus, I'm just worried I'll get kicked off Vatsim.
I've had
That's
that
always.
happen once, I think. Not because of anything, like I just went AFK.
Yeah.
I didn't realize some ATC came on called Oceanic. That is the worst.
All right, all that is programmed. C is programmed. Let's contact. Let's get the ATC back on so we can actually listen.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess I hope I hit the button to turn it on. Squawking 1536. Oh wait, let me make sure I got my trim right because I seem to forget that half the time. Let's not do that. Let's actually try to do things correct for the most part. Right, that should be good.
Good idea.
All right, what's the ground frequency here? 0.7, so 121.7. 121.7. All right, we got that on now. We're squawking mode C. At least the good thing is once we get out of here, we literally have a 100-yard taxi, and boom, we're at our we're where we need to be.
Yep.
All right, let's give him a call, see what's up. Sail ground, FedEx3255 Heavy with Bravo, ready for push and start.
FedEx3255 Heavy, contact ramp control 122.27.
22.7, 3255. Crap, I already forgot the frequency.
Oh, goodness.
What did he say it was? 32.7? Is that what he said? I think that's what he said. I don't, why is that not showing up on? Ground, this is 3255 again, apologies. Can we get that frequency one more time?
FedEx3255, frequency 122.27.
2227, appreciate it, 3255. 2227. 2227. Interesting.
American 1471 with information Bravo.
I don't see this frequency. Oh, I see it now. Interesting.
Ground fence on, thank you for us. Have a nice day. Did like a proxy.
Seattle clearance, FedEx 3255, ready for push and start.
Ground to cockpit. Please show me where you want to go. Ground to cockpit. Tow is driving up.
Alright, so go ahead and move up to
Last time calling for taxi, stay again.
Yeah, this is FedEx 3255, ready for push and start.
FedEx 3255, pushback approved.
Pushback approved for 3255. Of course it is. Hey, what's going on, Bob Dylan and YouTube? That's a good name. How we doing?
Good afternoon, Boeing number 674 Lima Romeo Heavy over at Swissport. Push start.
You're not going to see it in Twitch because I'm multi-streaming tonight. So if you're on the Twitch screen, you're not going to see it on. It'll show up actually on the video part of the stream, but it will not show in the Twitch. So I'm doing YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch tonight just for the heck of it.
Last time calling Seattle ramp. Where's your position? Wait, no, I'm Boeing number 674 Lima Romeo Heavy.
All doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
All right, so ground. Well, I guess we'll go to ground next. It'll be 121.7. Okay, cool. Interesting that. Interesting.
I'm gonna have to push on to Alpha for 4 Lima Romeo. Roger, 4 Lima Romeo. Contact ground point 7. Ground point 7.
Of course, 164. Oh, I did put that one in. Huh, good. I actually got it right.
791 Heavy is at gate.
I have the beacon on? I do have the beacon on. Good. Good for me. I remembered something.
Heavy pushback approved. Face west.
Yeah.
Pushback approved face west of the
That's
79
the
Heavy.
7.5, right?
Yeah, I haven't flown a 7.5 in a while, so I was like, all right, we'll fire up the
Bypass
7.5.
pin inserted. Release parking brake.
Parking brake released.
Starting pushback.
Fly
And
fence?
you may start engines.
What do they call it?
And I can start engines. All right, we'll kill the packs. And engine selector on 1. We will fire up engine numero uno. And N2 is rising.
Pushback approved. Face northwest.
Keep saying my Twitch name, sir. Appreciate it.
Everest 230, request taxi.
Engine 1 is fired up.
30, text to spot 99er, contact ground.
It's really similar to cockpit as 376. Holy.
Oh, they are virtually identical.
Yeah.
They are virtually. There's only like a couple of switches that are different, and a couple of systems that are different. If you actually rated in a 7.5, you are rated, I believe, for a 7.6 as well.
Yeah, you are. You are.
And I think, and it's intentionally why Boeing did that. That way you could have, pilots can be just on both. It's just 2 for 1. Buy one get one free.
Seattle Ram, good
Something like
evening.
this,
This is
like
American
the-
844 at gate November 14, requesting IFR to Chicago Air.
Kind of like some of the Airbus planes do. Pretty similar. But
I like the 7.5. Now again, this is a plane I do get to help unload just about every day at work.
We'll stand by, American 8.
So this one, for me, is always going to be a little bit more dear to my heart. Engine 2 firing up. N2 is rising. 23, fuel induced.
personally, I've flown on both of them, but like, I like the 76 more just because it's so like a wide body plane.
Well, it's a wide body and longer range. I mean,
Yeah, pretty
it depends on your preference. If you want to go into a smaller airport, you go with the 7.5. If you want a larger airport, larger cargo, it's 7.6. It's just your personal preference. That's all it is.
Yeah.
I mean, you really can't go wrong with either one in my book. So either one are perfectly fine in my book. So.
Operation complete. Go ahead and set the parking brake.
Yeah, but actually,
Parking brake set.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
That's the one.
Bob Dylan asks, what is my favorite X-Plane aircraft? That's a tough one to answer, man, because personally the 7.5 has always been my favorite. The Flight Factor 7.5 and the Flight Factor 7.6, because I'm just so familiar with them in the Boeing systems. I really do like the I&I Build's A300. I think that's an amazing aircraft, and I know, Airbus and all that stuff, but I really like that plane. It's just, it's so hard to choose, but if it's the Flight Factor 7.5 or 7.6, I would probably say that's 1 and 1A.
Seattle ramp is closing. Contact Seattle ground point 7 for your clearance.
Oh, he's closing?
Ground point 7 for clearance. San Francisco, good evening, American 844.
That was quick. I mean, I've got...
Attention all aircraft on frequency. Seattle ramp is now closed.
And bypass
I almost
pin has been
All
removed.
non-movement areas are
Right.
uncontrolled.
We'll see you next
Pushback
time,
is at
and have a
pilot
safe
discretion. Call ground point 7 for taxi. Fire to Chicago Air with information Bravo.
So, I mean, I have a great PC-12 that I like to fly. The Air 4 Labs King Air 350 is really cool. Yeah, the I-9 310. See, I don't have the 310. I have the 300 because typically I like to fly cargo routes. So for me, getting a 310 doesn't really make a lot of sense. But they're both really great aircraft. The 300 is really, it's just, I like all three. You know. Oh, he's already gone. Oh crap! I'm ready to go.
We are clear via the Mountain 1 with radar inspectors to Nomi.
Personal favorite would probably be the 7.6 right now, or the SEO, but like, once the 7.7V2 comes out, that's probably gonna be my favorite.
Oh, when the MD11 comes out, I'm gonna be all over that.
Okay, that thing too. But
That when that comes out, I'm gonna be completely all over that aircraft and ready to go with it.
Holding short of Bravo for taxi.
I'm hearing your telephone.
Short of Bravo for taxi for 44.
Seattle ground, FedEx3255 is ready to taxi, runway 16 left.
FedEx 3255, runway 16 left, taxi via Alpha Charlie.
Alpha Charlie, 3255. Alright, let's move.
Seattle ground, Delta 791 heavy is ready for taxi.
I mean, one thing I do like about the 7.5, it doesn't take that long to get off the ground. This thing's not like a stuck pig trying to take off.
Runway 16 left, taxi via Bravo.
But, you know, that's the unique intricacies of the 7.5, because it is definitely a heavy, wide body, and it does not like to take off.
I mean, it doesn't.
Delta 1222, Seattle ground. Push and start on.
Bob Dunn said, wow, the MD-11 gives me nostalgia days of flying PMDG's FS1. Yeah, so apparently Rotate is going to be releasing one, hopefully this year. It's been in development for 3 or 4 years now.
Yeah.
Seattle Towers, 119.9. I went the wrong way on that, but whatever. Oh, there's a little Cessna in front of me. Awesome. I think I actually went the wrong way, but it's fine. Yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait for that plane to come out. I've seen many screenshots on it. It looks just fantastic. I mean, the screenshots look really, really good and top notch, but
Delta 791.
it's just, you know, hasn't come out yet. And it, like I said, it's been in development for, I believe, like 4 years now. And I did not get the MD. I'm sorry, not the MD. The MD-80. Rotate had an MD-80, and it was a pretty cool plane, but I never got it.
Yeah. I mean, the thing was like,
Seattle ground,
if it's been in development for that long,
going to Bravo 10.
to be good.
Just 1 November, just crossed 16 left.
Southwest
Rotate makes really good
1622,
planes.
straight ahead to Whiskey and a ramp on Whiskey.
Alright, straight ahead of Whiskey, onto the ramp, Southwest 1622, thanks.
Delta 791, give way to the southwest in front of you. Continue taxi.
Give way to southwest ahead and we'll continue taxi once clear, Delta 791.
The ground, going November 674.
Literally about to contact him.
Heavy pushback on Alpha, ready to taxi.
November 674, Lima Romeo. Heavy, Seattle ground, runway 16 left, taxi via Alpha Golf Bravo.
Alpha Golf Bravo 16 left, 4 Lima Romeo.
Ground FedEx 3255. You want us over to the tower?
Affirm.
Over to the tower. Have a good rest of the evening, sir.
That's Madam to you.
I apologize. Sorry, madam.
Emirates 2.
I've made that mistake many times. I'll tell you in a second. Hold on. Seattle Tower, FedEx 3255, holding short 16 left. Yeah, so I have kind of a higher pitch voice, and many times I've been called ma'am.
3255, Seattle Tower, runway 16 left, line up away.
16 left, line up await, FedEx 3255. I almost want to say heavy, because typically when I use this call sign, I'm a heavy.
Delta Echo Foxtrot Lima, contact Seattle approach.
Yeah, I typically always fly the 7.6 with this call sign, so I'm like thinking it's, you know, I'm thinking I'm gonna say, I guarantee I'm gonna say that at least once.
Maybe you should use like 3255 for the 7.5 and 3256.
Yeah, cause now I'll end up saying it like this. It's just what I do.
Oh well.
25.6 is the departure.
Left.
And man, this thing takes off pretty fast. That's one thing I like about it. We got a 7.4 right up here to our left. Nice.
Ooh.
We got to wait because of Cessna, which is... Oh, there's an Emirates right here to my left. Looks like an Emirates 777. You got a 7.4. To be honest, I thought the 7.5 is considered heavy because it leaves bad. From what I understand, the 7.5 is not considered... Hold on. 16 left, clear for takeoff, FedX3255. So, I don't believe that any... I mean, I could be wrong, completely wrong about that, but I don't think any 7.5s, especially if the FedEx fleet, is considered a heavy.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any single-aisle aircraft that actually consider heavy, so...
Well, anything 7.6 and higher, all of them will be heavy. When their call sign is called out, they are considered heavies.
Yeah. That means wide body.
Yeah.
Yeah, power, runway 16 left line of weight, caution, jet blast. 16
Is that the A380?
That's a super. Yeah, the A380 is a super.
Yep. I think the Concorde is the only single aisle aircraft that's ever been called heavy. Just because of the Delta wings.
Coming up on V1. V1. Rotate. Yep, I'm about to lose. Oh, never mind, we're good now. Positive rate, gear up.
FedX3255, contact Dale, approach 125.6, have a good flight.
Over to departure 25-6, 3255. Have a good evening.
Alpha Charlie, I wanted to join final for 16 right over downtown.
Alright, Alpha Charlie,
Seattle departure, FedEx 3255, 1.6 for 7.
FedEx 3255, Seattle departure, low radar contact, climb maintain 15,000, clear direct air.
Microsoft Messenger working.
Climb maintain 15,000 FedEx. And can we get that direct again? We missed it.
FedEx 3255, clear direct Harab.
Direct Harab 3255. Why are we overspeeding? My FMC just went like stupid.
Yeah, on the departure out of Hamburg, I actually messed up, like, quite badly. I totally forgot it, like, I'm so used to flying the 787, where if you press the LNAV and the VNAV, the autopilot automatically connects, but it doesn't do that on a 7.6, so you actually have to activate the autopilot as well. I totally forgot to do that.
Dude, I don't know. Oh, crap. You said climb maintain. Oh, crap, I missed it. What did he say? Damn it. I forgot. I think he said 16,000.
That sounds about right, I think.
I think that's what he said. Virgo, how we doing, sir? Wish I could donate like last time. No, don't worry about it, dude. It's never, it's always appreciated, but never required, so don't worry about it. Hope you're having a good one. Thanks for popping in and saying hello. Alright, turn those off. This plane's acting kind of funky right now. I forgot to turn my I forgot to arm my auto throttle. That was part of the problem. I need to come up with a better checklist or something to remember things, man. I can't I always seem to forget stuff.
Good evening, MS 230, 2,500 feet.
Emirates 230 heavy, Seattle departure, radar contact, climb maintain 15,000, clear direct Alps.
Yeah, I think 16,000 was for...
15,000.
Virgo, hope you're doing really well. Bob, also, thanks for popping in and saying hello. Hope you guys are all... Anybody in here, hoping you're having a good evening. I've been a little MIA lately as far as streaming. It's been just really busy, and now actually starting my PPL training. If you look in the video to my left, those are all the books that I've had to buy in the last couple of weeks for my private pilot training. I was lucky to get a headset, though. One of our pilots at FedEx actually sold me an old helicopter headset, and I'm like, sweet, I'll take anything, any extra things I can get. What's center? Oh, there's 2 centers, so I better wait to see which one he tells me to send, because I'm not going to remember. climbing through 8,000.
FedEx 3255, contact Seattle Center 135.45 today.
3545 for 3255. Have a good one.
Alpha Charlie Lima.
3545.
500 and you did not overfly downtown.
Alright. Oh, you need to turn the center pumps off. That was funny. That was fast. Seattle Center, FedEx 3255, 9.1 for 16.
FedEx 3255, Seattle Center, climb maintain, level 350.
Climb maintain level 350, FedEx 3255. Cool. Straight on out to the altitude. Good. I don't have to worry about anything.
Yeah. We all love that.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I can't remember specifically if I got that altitude correct, but it really doesn't matter now. Alright,
Yeah.
landing lights off.
Usually you
Seattle
clear
Center,
me up
good
to like
afternoon, boat number
7,000.
674
I
Lima
never
Romeo
get
out
to
of
reach
Seattle,
altitude
climbing
before like
2.4.
they just clear me up to the highest
Number
altitude.
674 Lima
Yeah.
Romeo, contact Seattle 3135.6.
I love this view right now in the stream. That looks cool. The scenery here, I mean, obviously this is all payware, but man, when it looks good, it looks good.
Definitely.
Alaska 574, contact Salt Lake Center 120.27.
Salt Lake Center 120.27, Alaska 574, have a great night.
Gotta mess with the sounds a little bit more.
1688 is just passing 10,000 kilometers.
And we're actually gonna be hauling. We're gonna be hauling here pretty good.
Center, climb maintain, flight level 370.
Yeah.
Climb maintain, flight level 370, United 1688.
You been doing a lot of flying lately?
Me?
Yeah.
Not really.
Velo
I'm in the school,
119, fighting
so
240 to maintain 7,000.
Gotcha.
I've done one since last Saturday, I believe, so kind of weak.
Yeah, I've been, you know, with Monday doing my iRacing stuff, and then, you know, Wednesday, I typically try to stream Wednesdays and Fridays, or in a weekend stream if I can. But Fridays are going to be kind of tough, because during this time of the year with American football games going on, I actually help work for my old high school, helping out with football games. So, yeah, I was actually at a game last night. Bob asks, is the 757 worth the buy? Good FPS relative to the A300? I would say the FPS are pretty close. It might be a little, if it is, it's minor differences in as far as FPS. I would recommend it. The only thing I don't really like about the 7.5 and the 7.6 right now is these planes they're still solid aircraft, but they were made for X-Plane11, so they are still slowly starting to show their age a little bit. But as far as systems, the FMC, the cockpit, I like them. I still think they're worth it, but they're on sale right now too. So if you're gonna get them, probably now would be the time to get them. Because they usually don't go on sale very often. Right now, but I do know for sure they're on sale. They are still very expensive aircraft. So you have the choice of buying the 7.5 with the old gauges, or you can upgrade to an avionics, the modern avionics, which is what I got right now. That's a separate. I think you can get both. I think you can get a total combined package to get both. But I still, Bob, I still think they're good planes to get. You know, I recommend them every time. But again, like I said, it's they are expensive. I mean, they're still like $60, $70, $80, $90 aircraft. It depends on which version you want to get and the and any add-ons with it.
Yeah, I'm just for the 7.6 and the 7.5, there are actually free mods that you can download to fix like the age problem, so they don't look as old. I've gotten a few, so.
Yeah, I haven't gotten any extra mods for it that are like the free mods to add, you know, to clean up the cockpits and everything like that, or maybe like graphical add-ons. I haven't gotten any of those, but I mean, to me these are fine the way they are. But if you want to go into more depth and elaborate stuff, yeah, then go for it.
Yeah.
I still like the way they fly. I mean, typically when I stream, I'm gonna fly the Flight Factor 7.6 more often than not. That's just one of the aircraft that's one of my favorite aircraft to fly. Or whenever I do stream, typically I'll either stream the 7.6, Every now and then the Zebo mod, which we don't have it, also a great freeware aircraft for X-Plane11. It's one of the best aircraft out there, and they easily could charge $60 for it. And it would be worth it. But you know, and of course the I-9 builds is a very top-notch aircraft to get. So, but you know, it just really depends on your preference. Like some people are more Airbus guys, some people are Boeing guys. I don't really. My personal preference, I typically like Boeing aircraft a little bit more, just because I'm very familiar with the systems. But getting the A300 and learning it, I have a much greater appreciation for the Airbuses. And I actually may eventually look down the line at getting the tallest. And is it the A319? I think it is.
Yeah, it could also be the A220.
Yeah, A320. So maybe eventually down the line I'll look into getting that. Now, unfortunately, I don't think we have any ATC online at Oakland Center, which is kind of a bummer. Yeah, look now that it is offline. Now, LA Center just came online. Salt Lake Center is online. Everyone's flying into Oakland or O'Hare right now because of that event going on Vatsim, which the only reason looks like I could have actually landed there right now because it's not absolutely like slammed. Oh wait, never mind. It just updated. It's a little bit busier than I thought. Never mind. But it's still not that bad. Oh, we gotta go to our standard pressure now. 2902.
Seattle Center, Delta 1220 with you at 5,000. American 476, frequency change approved, enjoy the flight. Delta 1220, contact Seattle approach 125.6. Seattle approach 125.6, Delta 1220.
I forgot to turn my weather radar on, but it doesn't look like I really need it.
And Center 4 Lima Romeo.
We'll turn it on just for prudency.
Lima Romeo, go ahead.
You might want to talk with Tower, because Tower's handing you, everyone on departure to you, not approach.
Yep, we're working on it.
Thank you.
Oh, that's fun when two ACC controllers can't get something right. That's always fun.
Kilo Bravo to send the Glacier 1 arrival, sales landing south.
All in America.
Oh yeah. Well, I guess maybe somebody's going. I don't know if somebody's going offline, but one guy's probably passing somebody to somebody else, and somebody else is going. So sometimes it's a cluster.
Yep. Well, the only time I've seen someone get involved is probably in like Asia somewhere.
Oh, I wouldn't try to fly over there because just the whole it's you know. I mean, yeah, I'm just trying to decipher what people are going to say because, you know, obviously the international language for aviation is English. So if those guys actually trying to communicate, it's, you know, and it's not, you know, it's just, you know, it's just the way their accents are and everything. It's just sometimes very difficult to understand.
Yeah, the most difficult place I've ever been to, like, to understand anyone is probably Nepal. Well, and
oh, yeah.
Both of those, oh my god.
Yeah.
That's the worst I've ever like experienced. Like South America, yeah, sure, some of them speak Spanish or Portuguese on the time. Well, that's what I'm trying to speak English.
Oh my god, I am such a noob.
What now?
I forgot to turn the APU off.
Oh.
I'm just burning fuel.
I mean, it doesn't run a lot, but oh well.
God. And the only reason I found out is because I looked at the outside view and I saw the little flap off the tail like open. I was like, oh. Yeah, it's closing now, so it will be in a minute. But I was like, wait a minute, why is that? Oh shit, never mind. I just want to make sure the APU is getting plenty of air.
Yeah. It's like the wind is driving the APU faster than everything else.
It's slow. Is it closing? Yeah, it's finally closing. Thank God.
It's kind of like a ram air turbine.
Oh, the rat. Yeah, that thing that's down here. Where does it come out at? It's yeah, right here.
Under there, like.
It's right behind the right landing gear.
Yes.
Which I have had to deploy that before.
You have?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
I was flying the Flight Factor 76 into Atlanta. Now I was offline. This is before I started streaming. Well, like a total noob, I forgot to turn on my weather radar, and I flew right into a thunderstorm. And it shut everything down. Like, the avionics went off, everything. I was like, and I should have realized something was coming on because I could see nothing. It was like looking into a black hole. There was no lights in the city. I was like, oh, that's kind of odd. And then next you know, all the bells and whistles start going bonkers. And I was just like, we're screwed. Luckily, I was just descending into Atlanta. I was probably like 10 or 15 miles north of the airport, and I was at a high enough altitude, so I turned that 7.6 into a glider.
Yeah.
So I tried to fire, I deployed the RAT, I tried to fire up the APU. I can never get the engines restarted, but, and it was really stupid. As I really was thinking about it, I should have landed on one of the inward runways because they're the longest runways. But I picked runway 28, which is still a long runway, but it was probably about, it's probably about 2,000 feet shorter than the other runways. So I'm coming in, to keep my airspeed up, I'm coming in very steep. I didn't deploy the flaps because I was just afraid of it, maybe stalling out. So basically my plan was, since I have no reversers, is to get it on the ground, deploy the flaps and speed brakes, is that way they can use the wind resistance, and just slam on the brakes. And I stopped about 100 feet short of the runway. It was pretty awesome, but I would have loved to have seen what the landing rate was, because I guarantee you that landing rate was pretty rough.
Yeah.
It might have been like 400.
Essentially, Gimli glider or something.
Yeah, it was exactly what it was, a Gimli glider. Which, by the way, when you mentioned that, I did watch some YouTube documentaries about that. I watched a little bit of the movie, but I couldn't because it was too cheesy.
Movie about it?
There was like a movie about it. It's like some B-level movie that you can go on YouTube, and it's on there. I don't remember exactly what the name of the movie was called, but they did do a movie on it. It looked like one of those TV movies. So I mean, but I did watch documentaries about that.
Okay.
And I had never heard of that before. I never heard of the Gimli glider until then.
Wow. I think, I only watched the investigation about it, so. Oh well.
Turn left heading 345, I will proceed direct today.
Seattle Center, American 844, passing,
So when we get on the ground and, let's see, what's our ETE? We are an hour and 13 out, so that's about 9:40. We get on the ground, we'll see where we are. We might maybe do a quick hop down to San Diego after that, but we'll see. That's maybe. We'll see how it goes going into Oakland. That's one of my favorite approaches going into San Diego. I love landing in San Diego.
San Diego's nice, yeah.
It's just such a cool approach.
November 1845 Yankee, 11 off at 8,000.
Number 1845 Yankee, Seattle Center, left.
We're sluggishly climbing. I'm not climbing as fast as I would like.
Let's see. Fuel tank is on. I'm starting my Spitfire in the Microsoft Aston right now.
Are you getting ready to fly the Spitfire?
Seattle Center, 4 Lima Romeo, ready to start descent.
Don't they have that for Microsoft, or is it only on X-Plane?
Yeah. No, I'm on Microsoft right now.
You're on Microsoft? Okay.
They do have it. It's brilliant. I'm not good at it.
It's brilliant!
Yes, brilliant. Oh, someone's calling me. I gotta go. Oh well. Was I talking?
Alright, buddy. Have a good one. Thanks for coming in and saying hello.
No problem. I'll be talking to you next week, probably.
Visual 14 left.
Yeah, I'll probably get one. I mean, obviously I'm going to stream Monday because I got a race that night, but tomorrow is a maybe. We'll see.
Alright, see you.
Alright, buddy. Have a good one. Climbing as well as I thought it would be. It might be a little heavier. I might actually have to do a lower altitude because we are. I still got 7,000 more feet to go, and I'm barely climbing at 1,000 feet. We'll see how it goes.
Frequency change approved. Is it the next center is 120.275, Emirates 230.
Emirates 230 heavy. I don't see any further centers from my perspective. Changed to 122.8 for now.
Roger that, Unicom. Thank you so much for the service.
Oh yeah, you can't. Yeah, you're gonna, Emirates, you're gonna be on Unicom, Chief.
Seattle Thunder, Diamond 45 Yankee, direct battleground battery.
Diamond 45.
Why do I keep getting this message on X-Planes or on Vatsim, man? Hey Cole, what's going on? You're gonna join me at about 10? All right, buddy. I'm in Discord as always, so we're just hanging out. Why am I getting frame dumps today, man? My frames are just kind of not very good tonight.
1688. United 1688, go ahead.
We're gonna disconnect for dinner, so you won't see us, but have a great night.
Thanks, you too.
Hope dinner's good.
Seattle Control, good day. Alaska 7865 with you. Flight flight to 160.
Alaska 7865, Seattle Center. Hello.
Still climbing out. Oh my god. Stop doing this. I'm getting really annoyed with that. Are we doing Mach 0.81? Wow. That's pretty fast.
We can climb up to 210 if that works.
I'm Velo 119, climb maintain, pedal 210.
210, Velo 119.
Phenom 9 Tango Alpha, contact Portland approach 124.35.
Over to approach 2435, 69 Tango Alpha. Thanks for your help.
I really don't know why this is doing this tonight. Usually, I hate when this does this. So if your frames drop consistently below 20 frames, X-Pilot will kick you off the network. You're currently doing FS economy flight from Melbourne to Knoxville. Dude, Melbourne, Australia, it's in Knoxville, Tennessee. Am I reading that correctly, Cole? Good lord, that's a long flight. How long of a flight is that? Like 17 hours? Oh, Melbourne. Okay, my bad. All right, I was about to say, I was like, why are you going Melbourne, Australia to Tennessee? I'm like, that doesn't sound right.
Seattle Center, American 34, we would be at our top of descent.
Clouds the biggest hit. Yeah, usually they are for me too, and sometimes it is, sometimes not. Now I am running a lot of scenery, so I have the entire West Coast, the Orbix, standard definition scenery. The entire West Coast. I have Washington, Oregon, NorCal, and see. Hold on. Let's see here. 1 second. I actually don't remember them off the top of my head. I am running a 3070 graphics card. So I have an i9 9900K, runs at 3.6 gigahertz. What else do I got? 32 gig DDR4 RAM at 3. Oh god, it did kick me off. Damn it. So, what else do I got going on here?
Citation 653 Delta.
Yeah, so, and I have an RTX 3070, and just running these kind of sceneries, it doesn't happen very often, but I am streaming to multiple sources tonight, so that might be a little bit of the problem. But consistently I get, usually, even in bad weather, I'll usually get like 25 frames. As long as you're over 20 frames, you're usually going to be fine on Vatsim, but tonight, I guess it's just the computer's not wanting to be, not be all that great. This computer is about 1.5 years old. Very good setup. Does Vulkan help? It helps a little bit. instead of using the OpenGL. Vulkan does help some. I tend to be a little bit more stable with Vulkan. But you know what I'm also running is, so I've got, as I mentioned earlier, I got this Orbit sceneries. Now you will take a little bit of a frame hit in the 7.5, a little bit. It's pretty close to probably the I&I builds, A300 as I mentioned earlier. But anyways, I got those ground sceneries, but I'm also running Ultra Weather XP with Active Sky. So this kind of will hit my frames a little bit too, because I'm using dynamic dynamic visibility, all kinds of other stuff. So that's what you're seeing right there. So this hits my frames a little bit too. Sometimes it's just when I go into airports that are now. I'm going into a payway airport. I did buy Oakland, so when I go into this runway in Oakland, and it's kind of a higher definition airport, so we'll see how it goes. But if I get a lot of low clouds and a lot of bad weather, I'll have some issues with frames. I wanted to get a 3080. I used to run a 2060 Super, and if I was still running that now, I would not actually be able to stream as well as I do now. And this is not really an issue all the time. Every now and then it's an issue, but not very often. You know, some nights just this wants to be stubborn. So our ETE is an hour. Oh yeah, Ultra Weather. I just use Active Sky with performance codes. And I like Active Sky XP, but I just wanted to add. I bought Ultra Weather XP just to try it and like see how it goes. And I'm not that disappointed with it. Some of my streams when I do like flights going into the sunset, it looks gorgeous. But again, it's probably something I don't. I really just got it because of the clouds. The clouds look really cool. But whatever. It's not, like I said, it's not a constant problem for me. Every now and then it's a problem, but not all the time. It's just tonight it wants to be a little stubborn. That's what it is. But you know, when I got my video cards, so again, I was running a 2060 Super. I had a friend of mine who was buying equipment and flipping them, pretty much scalping it. I mean, you would probably just go ahead and say that, but whatever. So we got to talking. It's a coworker of mine, and I was like, "Hey, I'm looking in the market for a graphics card." And he's like, "Well, I'll just sell you one I just got at cost." So he sold me the 3070 and a power supply for basically what he paid for it, which was like $700 total for all of that. So I was like, deal. And that's at the time when everything was going ridiculous. Like I sold my 2060 Super. I bought it for $300 or $350, maybe $400. No, I'm sorry. I bought it for $400 like 2.5, 3 years ago. I can't remember exactly the time frame. And I sold it for $700 on eBay because the market for equipment is just completely backwards. But I really wanted to get a 3080. But unfortunately, I was not going to pay, you know, $1,000 or $1,200 for something like that.
Was that for Frontier Flight? Frontier Flight 780, same for you. Frequency change approved. Enter the rest of your flight. Frontier Flight 780.
I'll go ahead and get Unicom set up because we're probably going to be going into that here in a little while. How far are we out? Actually, we're still a couple hundred miles away from Oakland Center, so we're going to be okay. Yeah, so I'm holding steady at like 23, 24 frames. It's probably just clouds issue because weather's, I guess, is kind of not so good on the West Coast right now. Maybe that's what the problem is. I've got a lot of like gauges and stuff around me, so what I've got going on here. Let's see. Yeah, I sold a 5700 XT to a miner, and those proceeds fully paid for a 60. Yeah. That's pretty much what I did with my 2060 Super. When I sold it, basically I maybe was out $50. That math is too easy. I mean, to upgrade and get a new power supply for basically the same, that's just, you know. I've got an old RX 580 sitting in my old computer. I probably can sell for $400 or $500 as well. Uh-oh, let's see here. What do we got here? Come fly in beautiful sunny California and watch the sunset as you help Andrew Kim get his social approach. Did that say LA to San... Excuse me. What did that say? Damn it. I'm like, I don't know, a hiccup or a burp there. Come flying to beautiful, sunny Southern California as we watch the sunset help Andrew Kim with his social approach OTS from LA to San Diego. He is online now until 0200 Zulu. So that's what, 2 and...
119, descent pilot's discretion.
I don't know if we'll make that.
5,000 and expect vectors for visual approach.
Yeah, I don't know if we'd make that.
Alright, PD down to 5,000 and vectors for the visual approach, runway 200, I assume.
Oh, Sim Toolkit, I really like you.
Roger, Villa 119.
Here we go again. With the frames issue. I don't get it because I'm over 20 frames. So why is it doing that? Guess I'll be ready in case it disconnects again because I'm going to reconnect immediately. Disconnect it again. And I'm going to reconnect. I have no idea why it's doing that tonight. It's kind of annoying. May have to fly with these outside views for a little while. It's nice to see this time I don't have the APU still running. That was brilliant. Now, you know, a lot of streamers, they're using dual computer setups. I'm only using one computer for the stream, so basically, you know, that also hurts me as far as frames, because at least, you know, I've got to, you know, submit power, you know, I'm doing the stream and also playing a sim, so sometimes that kind of hurts me as well, and I enjoy streaming. I've been doing it on about 9 months now, and it's a lot of fun. I really enjoy it. But, you know, with trying to do my private pilot stuff and everything, I just can't justify buying another computer just for streaming.
Alaska 7865, that grid be cleared. ILS 16 left approach and reduce speed at 170 knots.
Is ILS approach 16 left, reduce 170 knots, that's for 7865.
I wonder if this actual tail number on this plane, which is November 922 Foxtrot Delta, I wonder if that's actually come through our ramp in Charleston. So I do actually work for FedEx Express in Charleston, South Carolina. I am a courier. I do a route. But I also, before that I do my route, I go to our airport and help unload 2 aircraft. Technically we get 3, but I don't help work the first one. But I help unload an ATR-72. With the call sign Mountain Air 8387. That's the feeder flight. And then we get another plane from Memphis, FedEx 1558 as a 757. So I get to help unload those 2 aircraft. Turning down as light and textures would help with clouds. Yeah, I won't do it right now. To really tell you the truth, it doesn't happen very often. I mean, every now and then it wants to be stubborn. I don't know if something maybe is running in the background that I don't know about, and it's kind of annoying me. Maybe I need to change something to fix something. I don't know. Normally it's not a big deal, but tonight, I guess, like I said, it's just maybe the computer just doesn't really want to do it. I don't know. It's weird, is I actually get a little bit more of a frame hit in the 7.5 than I do the 7.6, which is kind of interesting.
Heading 190, maintain 3000, clear for the ILS 16 right. 9 Kilo Bravo.
I kind of like the outside a little bit sometimes too. I actually went to go check out a flight school today, just kind of get some pricing information on their hourly rates and everything. So hopefully, it's kind of tough right now because I want to start doing my pilot training, like actually getting in and start building hours. I am currently doing my ground school. I'm about halfway through the videos on Sporties, And I did purchase the instrument and commercial packages as well, just to go ahead and it was a discount to get all three at once. So, it's just the videos, man. It's hard. I haven't done a school like atmosphere in so long. Just trying to like pay attention and get to the video. It's kind of tiring sometimes. I mean, a lot of the stuff I had a general idea of, but then we started getting into like aerodynamics and radio navigation, VORs, stuff like that. It was just like kind of a little overwhelming because I'm not 100% sure knew how most of that stuff worked.
Was there anything I missed for Diamond 45 Yankee?
Diamond 45 Yankee, contact Portland approach 124.35.
Contacting approach on 124.35.
Yeah, you got it.
Hello.
Hey, what's up?
Nothing much, how are you?
We're just hanging out, doing a little flight on the West Coast. Computer wants to be a little stubborn tonight. I've actually been dropped off Vatsim a couple times right now, so my frames for some reason are acting stupid.
Yeah, I saw that.
Ah, whatever.
Yeah, and I joined the virtual net jet thing, and how do you make it? Well, you might know, but how do you make it where it's like a live flight and it knows you're flying for?
Do you have A cars?
Yeah, yes.
Well, that's how it's gonna know. If you have to be in your net, you have to be in your call sign and all that stuff, and that's how it knows. You have to have that system running when you start the flight. So, like when you get in your jet, when you get in your plane, make sure you have the parking brake on. Then start A cars, put all the information you need to do, put in your call sign, put in where you're going, you know, where you're leaving, where you're going, passengers, cargo, all that stuff, and then it should track that as long as you have all that stuff, you know, set up.
Yeah, so like I just logged in, it says welcome back Cole, and it has flight plan, departure, IQ, arrival, flight number, passengers, altitude, and route, and all that.
Yep. Yeah.
And then when you do that, you press like from
start flight,
and then start flight.
Yeah, you can do that. I don't usually I don't do anything with SimBrief. I already have that in a. Yeah, I just do something different. But yeah, that's all you have to do is hit start flight. Make sure when you put in your call sign, I actually made the mistake of forgetting to put the Echo Juliet Alpha in front of my call sign. So my last flight only indicated that I was 206.
Oh,
yeah, because I made that mistake.
231.
Yeah, well, just make sure you put your call sign in.
Okay.
JT, I am not on the wrong coast, sir. I am on the OK coast.
I was looking at it. I actually flew the Falcon from San Diego to Seattle, and I had a full service in there. That was pretty cool.
Well, there's an event going on in Oakland, not Oakland, O'Hare tonight in Chicago, and I thought about flying in it, but I thought it was going to be absolutely insane with traffic, and I was worried there was going to be a bunch of holds, and I didn't want to mess with that. Apparently there's an event going on the West Coast, too, because everyone's like, say, hey, thanks for the event. So apparently where I'm at in Seattle Center, it's actually very busy, and it was. I mean, they had, like, well, now it's not online anymore, but Seattle had clearance delivery, it had a ramp controller, taxi, it had everything, like the full works. So, but it looks like they're slowly starting to log off now.
Yeah, like SoCal Approach, Los Angeles, all that. There's Salt Lake City, but man, O'Hare though, it does look pretty crazy.
Yeah, see now it's absolutely ballistic. See, that's but then again, they have 3 runways, so you technically can do triple approaches.
I wonder how it is taking off out of Midway. Oh, there's so many approaches.
Midway probably wouldn't be that bad getting in and out, I'll tell you the truth.
7 approach and departure. There's 1 departure and 6 approach control.
Well, what I just looked at, O'Hare has 137 arrivals on the way.
That's crazy. And then
that is nuts.
Max, he's flying me A310. I watched his stream for a minute, and then since I want to be the kicker on the football team, I went down to my school and I kicked So, and then I came back and I was like, oh wait, you're streaming. And then my dad
I said I was going to.
do dishes and take a shower. Okay.
I said I was going. At least I was going to try to. But yeah, it's like, all right, let's get online, do a flight. So we're about 47 minutes is our ETE. Now, once we get in there, now apparently there is something going on in SoCal. So a controller is getting a rating or something tonight. So when we land, we'll take a look at the times, and we might try to land in. Maybe we'll go Oakland to San Diego.
Oh, okay. All right.
That's a maybe.
Yeah.
We'll see how it goes.
So today I actually controlled in Charlotte approach.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was really fun because did I ever tell you, like, I was on it and then it like kicked me off and it was like something like that, and I was like, hey yo, like I contacted the people at Atlanta Swing or the Atlanta Discord, and they were like, yeah, you started, like, since you already were rated there, like we'll let you stay there. So I was like, oh, perfect. So I was Charlotte approach guy.
Good. That's good.
Yeah, in Atlanta, like when I log into that, it doesn't have any runways. Like it doesn't have 8 left and all that label.
That's weird.
Yeah, no wait. I may try to go midway to Detroit.
I thought of, I kind of wish I did do O'Hare now, to tell you the truth, but whatever. I was just afraid it was going to be an absolute, like, mess, and I didn't really want to deal with having to worry about holds. Which almost happened when I went into Minneapolis, St. Paul last week.
3-4. What? Are we getting vectors for 1-6 right?
It was horrible.
America,
Like,
34,
people were
1-6
having to
left,
go
and let's see
miss.
what's right side.
They started holding
No,
because
we
it was
had
so
1-6
bad there.
right. And
I was
1-6 left, sorry, 1-6
I
left.
think I was the second to last departure before.
American 134,
second
you
to
have
last
1-6
departure
left.
before they closed the airport too.
Affirmative. American 134,
Well,
roger. Fly heading 130.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna
Maintain
go.
3000. Join
I
the
think
1-6
I'm gonna
left.
go. I'm gonna go. I want to go into Midway. But I don't want to get in that mess. I may just go Detroit to like Cleveland or something.
Well, it doesn't look like it's going to be hard to get out of Midway, because there's not like anybody, and everyone's trying to get out of O'Hare. So
Actually, I'll go Midway to Detroit because that might be easier.
I got a friend of mine who's a fellow streamer. He's on his way into O'Hare. He's probably in Cleveland Center right now. Actually, no, that's
Oh,
not
is
it.
it Gong?
Yeah, gotcha. Yeah, my friend Rich. Yeah, he should be in the air.
Who does the?
I got him. He's yeah. He looks like he's. I'm gonna guess. Looks like he's United 1626. So that'd be my guess. That's him. Am I right? Does it give you a name? No, it doesn't give you a name. It just gives you their flight stuff. Wait, hold on. More information.
34-3 from Carpo. Maintain 3000 till established clearance. 1-6 left approach.
Yeah, that's him. It's my friend. Cool.
Maintain
Yeah, he's
3000
just going
until
over.
established. Clear dial-less approach. 1-6 left. American
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go. Yeah, Midway to.
Delta 791
I don't want to do it in the
Salt Lake
blast.
Center
I want to do it in something.
120.27. 12027.
I'm going to do it in the blast.
Well, now I just look. Midway is starting to get a. It's only got like 6 planes on the ground there, so you shouldn't have any problems getting in and out of there.
Air American 34 established on Lucas.
American 34, roger.
ETE 44 minutes.
Contact
We're
tower
actually going to be going to Unicom here in just a minute.
119.9 American 34.
Let me adjust this camera real quick. Give me 1 second.
Spirit wings 2806, leaving Mary space to the south. Oakland offline, reduce service terminated, frequency change, approved, enjoy the rest of your flight.
Is that for me?
Roger that.
Nope. It just says Roger that. Thank you. I hate that.
Terrific.
Delta 1393, same for you, leaving Mary space to the south.
I'll be getting that.
Service terminated, frequency
I'll be getting that in about
I'm just so
5 minutes.
Like, you hear me talking right now? You hear me talking right now? But then
Yeah.
when I'm on Vatsim, I'm so like, over to Unicom 122.8. See ya. Like I'm up there.
I hate going into Unicom, I really do, but
Yeah,
there are some times though, like I don't even know why. Like I get on Vatsim and it's like I log into the network and then it's like if I'm on a Unicom, I'm perfectly fine with it. It's weird because really the whole reason to log into Unicom is to get ATC, but or to log into Vatsim is to get ATC, but you know, and it's just sometimes like I don't care. I mean, yeah, I could do offline, but it's like stubbornness.
Available 119, welcome to Pasco Taxi, the ramp via Alpha, have a good day.
Ramp via Alpha, thanks for putting up with that.
Thanks for putting up with that. I have done this approach many, many times in Oakland. This is probably one of the. This airport I've landed to probably the most on this sim, because I like doing a lot of West Coast flights. So typically, Oakland's just a good midpoint.
I want to go VFR, but then I feel like if I go VFR, he's gonna drop me because there's so many aircraft.
Yeah, you're not gonna get probably VFR flight following. You're gonna have to you're gonna have to go IFR.
Oh shoot! I just realized I have time limits on my phone. 4 flights locked.
Oops.
Uh-oh. Yeah, I'm probably just gonna have to use my iPad.
I mean, that's what I always use in my iPad anyway.
Oh yeah, but I tried to get that and my iPad's dead. Well, that sucks.
Well, you're just screwed, man.
I mean, I'm just gonna.
You're in trouble. You
Yeah.
might as well just log in and be a controller somewhere because you're done.
44,
Yeah, I may just like do this offline.
same time to 350.
Why would he be done if he was an apprentice controller?
American 844,
No, it's
350.
saying he's done about doing a flight. His iPad and all kinds of other stuff apparently is not working, so he's trying to set up a flight, but he can't get his some of his navigation stuff that he uses to work.
Oh, I gotcha.
Wow, it just got really bright.
Sometimes
that
X-Plane does that. It's
Is that like
really
haze?
dark, and it's really bright.
It's like I got haze or something, man. It's like, holy hell. What's going on, John? You doing all right?
I'm flying to San Juan.
San Juan.
There's some planes I'm just so fast with starting, and then there's like other planes where I'm like, how do I do this again?
Well, for me, the A300, I'm a little sluggish in getting started because it's just trying to remember how to do all the stuff.
Well, like for me, the plan is, because my dad finds one, it's so easy for me to be like, all right, turn this on, this on, this on.
Oh yeah, it's like 5 buttons and boom, you're on. So it's
Yeah.
it's the same way with the.
It's like, it's not that much. It's like 10, and then you're working, but you know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's also like what I did the Phenom 300 the other night. You know, it's just like literally 7 buttons and I can have it started.
Yeah, I kind of do regret not getting the Phenom, because the Falcon, I'm kind of like, I should have not got some with an FMC, and like, it's so much easier.
The Phenom 300 is a great plane. That's I recommend. I want to get that damn Hot Start TBM. I just haven't bought it yet.
The one thing is, for you, I would recommend the 850, because the Hot Start has it where it's like a gear shift, and you have to go up, and then around. But with you with the Honeycomb Bravo, I would probably get the 850 because it's just a throttle, a prop, and a mixture.
Yeah.
Ralph, do you have a PC-12?
I do.
I just got the Carnado today. I like it.
Yeah, it's awesome.
The Coronado, that's the one you can get the rep pack with. It's separate, right?
Yes, that one's it.
Yeah. See, I have that plane with the reality pack add-on with it, and it gives you like maintenance reports and stuff like that. It's a pretty cool plane.
I just bought the big one that had all of it.
It's not a
I
bad
almost
plane.
got scared there for a minute. The prop wasn't spinning, and I had already introduced fuel, but now it's spinning.
It's not a bad plane, but I mean, it's, you know, it's decent. I actually had some issues with it last time I was flying it. So the rep pack, I forgot to check some of the maintenance logs, so apparently I had some stuff that was wearing out or worn down, and when I was going into approach, everything shut off on me, and I turned into a glider at 3,000 feet. I was like, yeah, we're in trouble.
Robert.
Not that much.
I've heard the TBM does that.
Uniform
Well,
Sierra.
I couldn't make. I tried to divert to another runway, and I landed about a mile and a half short, so I was done.
Do you have like a caravan, or have you just gotten the Pilatus, or anything else that's like small?
I think I have the Cessna Cargo Master, but I don't remember.
Well, I bought it because it's a substitute for the Caravan on the FedEx Virtual Airline.
Yeah.
5127.
Well, I did not know that. I may try to join the FedEx Virtual Airline, but in my opinion, it's a better plane than the Caravan. It stops faster than the Caravan, and it goes faster.
And it's pressurized.
And it's pressurized, yeah.
Over 325 Romeo Charlie, make straight in for runway 23, and we'll be staying close traffic.
See if Oakland's still offline. I think they are. Yeah, they are. That sucks. He is not going to see that. Okay. Yeah, you're going to have to go to Twitch chat to do that.
Straight in for runway 23, 325 Romeo Charlie, and what I'm going to do is, it's going to be just one touch and go, and I'm going to make a departure out to the north, back up to Montrose.
Cole, it's FDXVA.org. FedExVA.org. FDXVA.org.
Okay.
That's the one we're on. Even though this is not counting towards that flight.
44, contact Salt Lake Center 120.27.
Because currently my plane for the virtual airline is in Memphis. So my next flight, unless I jump seat somewhere, I'm going to have to take off out of Memphis.
I'm kind of surprised that you do a flight that's not an airline flight.
Me?
Yeah, why not just, I mean, you're on a FedEx plane right now. Well, I guess you would have to.
Because I would have to take off from Memphis and then go where I'm going. I wanted to do Seattle to Oakland tonight.
Well, you get 3 jump seats.
Yeah, but that's fine. I mean, eventually I'll take off out of Memphis and I'll bring it to the West Coast. I mean, it's not a big deal.
You're over there on the wrong coast again.
I like flying on the West Coast because all my sceneries are on the West Coast. I mean, the only places I got sceneries are the entire West Coast, and I have Florida.
I don't have you on the radar, but you have the traffic head at you in sight.
I have X-Plane scenery.
I tried to download that Florida scenery, and it throttles you if you don't become a member or something. It's going to take 2 days.
What? Okay, you didn't get it from where I bought my scenery. I didn't get it. It's not a freeware. I bought mine.
Oh, I was trying to get the free one.
Yeah,
Not yet, but I'm following him, man. We're in the same Discord.
But I was told that there's an upgrade to X-Plane coming up soon that's going to have a lot of new scenery.
I've heard of one that's going to be like the trees are getting an update. I believe some of the lighting is getting an update. I'm just worried how is it going to do with frames? I don't care about the update. I just want to know how it's going to look with frames. That's all I care about.
The frames?
Frames, yeah, your frames per second.
Why, are you worried about your frame rate?
Yeah, usually I do. Depending on when I use these sceneries, all of them laid on top of each other. Sometimes I will get kicked off Vatsim every now and then because I will go below 20.
I'm always at 50 plus.
You're also not flying the plane I'm flying.
Why, your plane is different?
Yeah, I'm flying the Flight Factor 7.5. Certain planes hit your frames more because there are more systems integrated in the plane.
I'm doing the Zebo right now.
Exactly. That's another plane that you typically don't get hit with frames as bad in the Zebo.
I tell you though, of all the planes I've flown, it's the one that has the best control.
Over to Unicom for FedEx 3255. Have a good rest of your evening. I'm sorry, what was that? What'd you say, John?
ATC. Hang on.
Oh, my bad. I forgot you're on the network too.
I'm saying the Zebo has the most of anything I've flown yet.
No, the Zebo's a great plane. I mean, but I typically fly more cargo planes than I do passenger jets, so that means I'm going to be flying either a 7.4, 7.5, 7.6, or the, well, when Flight Factor finally releases the 777, that new 777, I will be flying that a lot more.
What about the rotating MD-11?
Oh, yeah, well, okay, until that actually happens, you know, then, yeah, but when that comes out, oh, yeah, I will be flying that one a lot, too.
I only fly cargo.
Yeah, but you're using a Zebo. First of all, FedEx doesn't use 737s.
Well, they don't directly, but they have contractors who do.
Yeah, so I'm not going to fly a 737.
You snotty nose. Are you looking down at 7.3s, are you?
I'm not looking down at 7.3s. I'm looking down at, okay, what I'm flying is the actual livery and the actual FedEx planes, you know. I mean, I'll have to look. I actually don't know if we use 7.3s at all. There is no FedEx 737 that I know of.
Not in America. There isn't. They're mostly in like the
they're
South
probably
America and East Europe.
Okay, so they probably were. Okay, so if they're in Europe, they were probably purchased from TNT. Yeah, I don't know what it is in South America. So, but I don't fly in those areas. I always fly North American routes.
No, they're not FedEx planes. They're contractors.
Yeah. It's just like how Amazon, their planes are technically not Amazon. They're contracted to Giant or Atlas Air, and then I think there's another one. I mean, we actually contract 7.4s every night, but we don't officially have a 7.4.
I fly the Sparky 7.4 once in a while.
I have the SSG. It's pretty good. So the last 747 flight I did was, what did I do? I landed in Boston, but I'm trying to remember where the hell I took off from.
I flew the 787 that I got. I think it was no, it wasn't Tornado. I can't remember.
Is it the
it was from Sports X-Plane, but I can tell you, it's a piece of crap.
The 787, is it the Magnite?
It may be it, yeah.
That one's. The model doesn't look bad. It's just it has a default FMC, and anything that has a default FMC, I'm already going to be halfway out the door anyway.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like flying the stock 7.3.
Pretty much. I don't think the textures look that bad. I think the outside textures but then again, Flight Factor's coming out with a 787. When that happens, I will probably fly more passenger planes.
We're waiting for the MD-11.
Oh, I will be. Oh, God. Don't get me started about that. That plane's been in development for 4 years now.
It better be good. I saw it had the.
It better be damn good. What were you saying, Cole?
When there was a video of the cockpit where they kind of zoomed out, that one, it looked like it had a flight engineer in it, and I just lost my mind.
They might have some if they're the passenger versions. Maybe. The more modern... No, I don't think the MD-11 had a flight engineer. The DC-10 had a flight engineer, but I don't think the MD-11 did.
I think they did.
When did the MD-11 first fly?
Oh gosh, 70s?
Was it late 70s or early 80s?
Yeah, back then. I mean, it followed the DC-10.
Bob Dylan on YouTube says, I missed the MD-11 robot lady voice. I don't think I ever heard it.
It was right after McDonald merged with Douglas.
Douglas, yeah.
And then they became Mac Air.
Mac Air. All right, we should be getting ready to... The MD-11, Bob Dylan says, was in the 80s. Did it start in the 80s? I know the DC-10 for sure had flight engineers, and then eventually...
1988.
MD-11 started in 1988? Oh yeah, they wouldn't have flight engineers by then.
Well, according to my dad, I flamed out.
Oh, actually, yeah, we are getting ready. We're actually getting ready to hit top of drop here in just a minute. All right, yay for us. What's my altitude still I want to put in? We'll put in 5,000 to drop. I saw an MD-11 come through Charleston the other day. It was a FedEx livery, but it was not a FedEx flight. So I didn't know this, but apparently we lease some of our aircraft out to the Air Force. And a lot of times Air Force crews will fly those planes. So we had one come through, and I put some pictures in Discord of that, and I was like, man, that's just a rare sight to see an MD-11 coming through Charleston. It was pretty cool. That's a big ass plane. That is a very large plane. All right, let's see here. I need to get a METAR for I need to get a METAR for Oakland. There we are. 290 at 12, few clouds at, is that 1,000? Altimeter is 29901. Temperature 2.14. Okay. 29901. Go ahead and have that set up in our panels here, ready to go whenever we do that. 29901. 29901. John went by to check out a flight school that I'm probably going to go with whenever I start building my hours. Did that today.
Yeah, come on down here, I'll train you.
I wish I could, but unfortunately I can't. Do you have a plane? You don't own a plane, do you? I'm looking to buy a Cessna 172 in the next couple of years, though.
It's really rare. Nassau Center is up. Usually this is a quiet area.
Oh yeah, you're right. It usually is quiet. Bob asked what crypto you like. I mean, I have a little bit of I had some Dogecoin for a while, but I eventually got out of it. Vectors to final. Fly like an extended right base, and then we'll right downwind, and then we'll hook around and land in 30 Oakland. And we're just inside 40 miles from top of descent. Actually making pretty good time. Ugh. Alright. 40 miles top of descent. Everything's looking fine. We'll get in there, get on the ground. Get an idea where what we're gonna do. Maybe we'll do a little run down into San Diego There's so many planes in the Midway air, in the airspace around.
Well, so I just had a full engine failure. My dad, even though a professional pilot, has no clue what happened, and I'm currently sitting on the side of a road with.
Nice. Did you land it at least?
Yeah, we landed. No landing gear, so I mean it's all right.
What plane were you flying?
A Pilatus.
So you belly landed it?
I mean, the thing can fly. Oh, the thing can glide. Like, we were coming back from Oshkosh, we were at 14, and we could glide from end to end of Lake Michigan.
Mm-hmm. That's what kills me about X-Plane sometimes. So, like, a minute ago, I'm, like, surrounded by clouds, and then all of a sudden they all disappear. It's like, okay. Of course, that's an active sky. Bob Dylan says, discovered by the Germans in 1904, they named it San Diego, which, of course, in German means a whale's for China. What? I like San Diego. I'd like to visit San Diego eventually. I think it's one of the coolest airports to land into, even though it's a single runway. But if you're a plane spotter, that's a pretty good area to go check out.
Where?
San Diego.
Yeah, that is a good place.
I'd like to go visit there and plane spot for a couple hours. I'd do that. You get some heavies going in there too. Well, you don't have 7.4s very. You'll probably see some cargo 7.4s, but I doubt it.
Yeah,
but you'll see.
Like the best place to go to see like cargo, like if you want to see like a big MD-11, would be like Memphis, Indy, or something.
Well,
Maybe
yeah, I mean
even Louisville because they got 7.4s and stuff.
Well,
like
Louisville,
that.
you'll have that's the UPS cargo
Yeah.
ramp, so you'll get 7.4s in there quite often. Memphis, obviously you're going to get mostly FedEx planes going in there, so you'll see a lot of MD-11s, 777s. Even
Maybe
Oakland.
a 7.4 if they leased it from.
Yeah, and every now and then you'll get a 7.4 probably going there. Of course, it won't be under the FedEx call. Actually, it might actually be a FedEx. It'll be a FedEx call sign, but it's not. It'll be operated by a different company. It doesn't happen often though, but they every now and then a cargo 7.4 will go in there. I've seen some pictures on social media from fellow FedEx employees about 7.4s coming in there. Need to put the nav frequency in for the. Actually, I can't do it on there. Never mind. 108.7. And 296 should be the course, if I remember correctly. And we're dropping. On descent into Oakland, the western hub for FedEx Express. So we're arriving by the Windsor 2 arrival. The transition is spammy. And we're going to go for the ILS runway 30. Actually, it'll probably more like be a visual, to tell you the truth. Since we don't have controllers, we'll probably just kind of do the visual. Yeah, we're not going to get into, so if that controller, it looks like he's doing LAX, if that controller is doing that little, his rating, yeah, he's going to be online. I believe it's set to only 0200 Zulu, which is not that far from now.
So where do I get? I have to log in form to the FedEx virtual. So I put in my email and my.
Bob Dylan, thank you for the subscribe on YouTube. Much appreciated. Sorry, go ahead.
What's my code? Like, I put in my email and password for the FedEx virtual. What's the code?
What's your Vatsim code?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they were actually having issues with that. When I signed up, twice I got rejected because they couldn't verify my Vatsim ID. And I sent the correct one. And the second time, you know, the guy was like, yeah, unfortunately we can't verify you, so we're just going to have to decline the application. I'm like, I don't understand the problem. I got over 300 hours on. I even tried to send a screenshot of my Vatsim stuff. And apparently it was something going on with the Vatsim system that would not allow him to kind of check out what I was doing. So eventually he emailed me back. He was like, dude, it's all good. It was an issue with Vatsim, no big deal. You know, you're good. And I was like, all right, good, because I was kind of getting a little irritated. I was like, I've got more than enough hours on Vatsim to qualify for this VA.
I know exactly who you're talking about.
It was Mike.
It was Mike? It sounds like Hollywood.
It might actually, I don't remember. No, I wasn't talking to him. It was just he was emailing me, and I mean, I could be wrong. I have to check. I don't even know if I have the email anymore. But I didn't know. I mean, I was like, I don't know what the hell's going on. Like, I was getting really kind of irritated and frustrated with it.
You?
Never, right? Who would have thought, right?
It's just unbelievable what can happen.
Yeah, I know, right?
Hey.
Who dat? Is that a Finster?
It is.
Hey, buddy, what's going on?
Nothing much. How about you?
Oh, just, you know, attempting to not crash land.
That's always the goal, isn't it, though?
It usually is. You'd think so. It usually is. So now we're heading.
Has anybody else taken a guess on what airport that was I submitted on the flight sim screenshot?
I don't think so.
I didn't even see it. Did you just post it, or was that in there a couple days ago?
No, it was in there maybe 5 or 4 hours ago, maybe.
I swear it looked like Portland.
Do you know what it is now?
No.
It's somewhere in the northeast.
Well, that narrows it down.
Yeah. It's not. I'm gonna go ahead and say it's not Boston.
It's not Boston, no.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it's definitely not. I actually need to find this picture you're talking. It's in the flight sim screenshots.
Yeah.
Yes.
Where the hell is it at? I see a bunch of foggy pictures. Who posted that? Oh, what's epic belly shot? That just cracks me up, Finn.
Yeah.
Why am I not seeing what you posted?
It's like this.
Oh, I got it. It's from today?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, my bad. Probably Philly.
Great job, you got it right.
I've never flown in.
Oh well, I looked at the screenshot that showed the area with the rivers and everything, and the only airport I could think of that's on like a giant river like that would have been Philly.
Yeah, I mean, it was. I was like, well, I looked at it, and when you said Portland, I was like, well, Portland's only got 2 runways, not 3. But, you know,
Yeah, I was looking at it on my phone. I was like, is that Portland? I don't know.
I don't think I've actually landed in Philly in X-Plane.
Philly's a great spot.
I've been to Philadelphia. I've actually been to Philadelphia before, and that's a rough city.
Yeah, one time I was landing on like the small runway that's right next to the Atlantic, and I was like, in Philly Tower, November 495 Mike Charlie, we're inbound visual approach for runway like 3, I think it was 8, right, it was runway 8, I think, and he was like, that runway's unavailable, sorry, and I'm like, oh,
You're done.
I'm kind of already lined up for it, and he was like, wait, oh no, never mind, you can actually take that, and I was like,
That was like when I tried to land in San Francisco. Remember we did the group flight a few months ago, Finn, and they were coming into San Fran, and everyone landed without a problem. But then again, I got handed off at literally the last second, and I tried to contact the tower, and by the time he started to give me, I was already doing.
No, that was because you forgot to switch frequencies.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. He gave you a handoff on like an 8-mile file, and you just forgot to switch frequencies.
Okay, never mind. I'm an idiot. I was not having a good flight that time. That was a mess up from hell. I mean, I think I botched the approach. I mean, it was like it was just one of those like, okay, we're not having a good night.
What did you do today, Ralph?
I went to a flight school to go talk to the owners, and it's one I've been to before. And so I know one of the co-owners. I know his brother. And we we used to play golf a lot together, and we used to be coworkers. So actually, last year for my birthday, all of us got to hang out and shoot guns and stuff. But I hadn't seen him in a while, just because I was dealing with all my FAA stuff. But I want to go by and just to see if anything changed with the pricing, and just talk to him for a little bit. So we went there and hung out. And other than that, came home and just did some more ground school stuff. I got some more books in today, and I also got my new flight computer in. So just trying to do learning stuff, you know, stuff I haven't done in a long time. I have to learn, and school stuff. You can actually see on the side of the stream all the stack of books and everything I got.
I'm not watching the.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, I'll tell you what I got over there. Okay, hold on. I got the P-Hack.
Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna go restart my Discord. My freaking volume was stuck.
Ralph, I have all those books.
Well, it's a little late to tell me that now, John.
I thought I did tell you. I've got all the books.
Nah, I don't think you did.
I know. I think I asked you in exchange for the quadrant, would you like some books?
You may have. I probably just forgot or whatever.
That's okay. Which ones do you still need?
I don't know if I need any more to tell you. When Finn comes back, I'll list off what I've got, and if you think I need any more, let me know. How about that?
You need the Pilot's Handbook of Aeronautical Knowledge. Got that one, right?
Yeah, it's the P-Hack. I got that.
And then there's the other one, the Flight Training Handbook, whatever it is.
I've got the Airplane Flying Handbook.
Okay.
Complete Private Pilot.
You don't need
Oral Exam Guide.
Which one?
It just says Oral Exam Guide.
Okay.
For Private Pilot. For Private Pilot. I've got a 2019 FAR AIM. Aviation Weather.
I hope they didn't charge you for that.
No, I got that one from a different pilot.
Okay, good.
When I bought the headset from this pilot, she gave me that as a bonus.
Oh, good. Okay.
I've got a 2020 test prep. Some of these I bought last year.
I'm going to go grab the pile of books and tell you what you need.
I got like eight or nine books. Oh crap! Altimeter 2991.
All right, I'm back.
All right. Ah. So we're under Unicom. You know how much I love that.
Okay, you've got the AFH and the PHAC.
Yes.
Aviation Weather?
Yes. Just got it today.
Risk Management Handbook.
That sounds like a thriller.
Negative.
I'll send it to you.
I also got the Visual Flight Maneuvers Handbook for high wing aircraft.
I have that.
I just got a new digital flight computer today too as well. I bought like a bunch of books in that computer the other day and it just came in today.
Another good book to get is the Practical Test Standard for Private Pilot.
Hold on. I thought I had something like that.
never mind.
Airman, was it Airman Certification Standards Private Pilot?
That's a good one.
It's an FAA book. It's like a smaller book. It says
It's very thin.
Practical
It's
Test
very thin.
Standard.
Oh, I don't think I have one that says Practical Test Standard.
It basically tells you what your check ride's going to be.
Gotcha. The good thing about the far aim that I got, the previous pilot has it notarized, so she's got little sticky tabs that were, in certain sections to like automatically flip to it. I was like, well, that's a bonus.
You mean she has it notated?
Yeah, whatever. Notated, all that other crap.
I said she took it to a notary? Really?
Well, not that, whatever. The problem is I don't think I'm going to be able to really start trying to build ours until next year because we're trying to buy a house, and it's like, oh, shit.
I logged something like 4 hours today and like 30 landings or something.
Good God.
And a J3 Cub, and a Rocket Champ, and a 172.
J3 Cub.
It's a fun airplane.
Every time I hear J3 Cub, I think of those Air Force Proud 95 videos, and he just like starts freaking out when a J3 Cub checks into their formation at like 35,000 feet. Will you use X-Plane11 or Microsoft Flight Sim for GA during your PPL training? Most likely X-Plane11.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to do VFR cross countries,
yeah, then yeah, yes,
that is Microsoft.
Yeah, that's what I would use for that. That's very correct. I would use it for that, but other than that, it'll be mostly X-Plane for any type of. I was actually doing some pattern work at one of my local airports today in X-Plane11. John, you don't have Microsoft. I'm sorry?
You have off on Monday for Labor Day?
Oh, yeah. We get the major holidays off. Thank God.
Oh, okay. I was wondering, because,
No, dude. We get major holidays off. Unless you're, like, in the retail or food industries or golf industry, you're pretty much going to have that day off.
Labor Day is my birthday.
Happy birthday, you young little punk.
My 16th birthday.
16th. Oh, it's so sweet. 16.
I get to solo 4 airplanes. That's the main thing.
Shut up. God, so lucky little shit.
Yeah, so that's actually the reason for I put a bunch in real flying pics. I went out and did like 10 landings on a grass strip in a J3. It was just like, it was so much fun.
Don't worry, I'm never jealous of you whatsoever.
Oh,
not at all.
Not at all. I mean, why would we?
So didn't you go to Oshkosh too?
Mama Bear wouldn't let him go this year.
Oh, that sucks.
Mom was like,
it was fun. It was fun.
Uh-huh.
All right, you can shut up too, Cole.
I have never been to Oshkosh.
We plan on going eventually. That's what my girlfriend and I were planning on going there.
One day, because we met these Pilatus guys out of Dallas Low, and they were like, "Yeah, we're thinking about making like a full meetup, like Pilatuses go to Oshkosh next year." And I'm like, "Whoa."
It's a mess with 172s. I wasn't gonna make it any better than Pilatuses. Like, do you know if it was the 12 or the 24?
So we flew a 45 with an upgraded avionics package. It's got like a 600, a 650, a 750, and I think that's all.
Oakland traffic, FedEx3255 heavy, about 30 miles north of the airport. We're coming in on the Windsor 2 arrival. We're going to set up for ILS runway 30 Oakland.
D24.
Oh, okay. That's cool. I mean, they seem like fun airplanes.
Yeah.
What airplane's that?
PC-24.
Bush private jet.
He
Like,
says
you think
the-
about that and you kind of cringe, but then you're like, oh, it's Pilatus, and you're good.
He says the Honeywell is kind of crappy, but
Yeah,
the
they
Honeywell
kind
is
of
just kind
suck.
of confusing.
We have
Oh, we see San
45
Francisco
minute
in front of us. I haven't flown the 7. I actually don't remember the last time I've flown the 7.5. Actually, I do remember that when we did the FNO for FedEx, Finn.
Mm-hmm.
It's the last time I've flown it. Direct wedgie.
Very clear, direct wedgie.
Oh, I was
so-
watching. Do you know who London Control is on Twitch?
Learn
I've seen
to
him on the
control.
I've seen him on the Flight Sim Fest. London Control.
Yeah, he was going from San Francisco to Dubai today. I was like,
Oh,
dang.
Jesus.
Super ultra long haul P3D.
Oakland traffic FedEx
There's a
3255 is
photo.
at 8,200, descending for 5,000 for an ILS runway 30, Oakland.
You seem to have another FedEx that has he's taxiing to, no, he's just departed.
Yeah, I just heard him.
Yeah,
He's in the
okay.
air. I don't have a visual on him. Actually, hold on, wait. I do have a visual. Yep, I got him.
Yeah, he's about your 12 o'clock.
Yeah, I
maybe
see him.
turning direct. He's going
He's
to
about
Honolulu.
20. He's about 20 miles in front. I see. I actually have a visual of him now. Finally, so I see him.
Goodness, this for. The one thing is, how isn't it illegal? Like, you can't cross the Pacific. Like, you have to like go all the way up. Like, you can't just go straight across it. You have to go all the way up to like Anchorage and then come back down.
Well, no, not necessarily, but it would not be if you have an issue with an engine go out. Then, yeah, that's why you take that route.
Constantine, we've been doing this around the world trip, and he was flying his 767. He wasn't using the auto throttles. He just had them firewalled the entire time, and his engines blew up halfway to Honolulu, halfway to Tokyo. And it was like,
well, you're dead.
What are we gonna do?
Thoughts and prayers.
Speaking of that, I've been trying to do this around the world trip with my 787, and I made it to Amsterdam, and I've been trying to do Amsterdam to Sao Paulo. I would say let me check my sim toolkit. I think I've tried to do that flight 4 times now, and every single time it crashes.
So
but
you
last
have
time-
how much RAM do you have now? You have 32.
Now I have 32, but I kept
Okay.
trying to do it with 16, and I kept running out of RAM. So I'm gonna try it. I don't know. My logbook must have like 4 entries of Amsterdam to Sao Paulo.
Did you buy the same type of RAM that I sent you?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. I have 4 flights from Amsterdam to Sao Paulo.
Goodness. Yeah, but I'm glad it's a 3-day weekend.
Oh yeah, me too.
Yeah, no work on Monday.
Absolutely. I'll be getting ready for my race
means
that night
more
since our first.
studying.
I'll be studying, and then I got to get ready for my playoff race that night. We got a race at Darlington.
I forgot that you streamed.
I think it's hysterical that Darlington is the first playoff.
Typically, it's a track I like, so we'll see how it goes.
I'm gonna be flying the wings off of any airplane I can get my hands on.
All right, let's go ahead and back down the speed a little bit.
Alright, I gotta head out. I'll talk to you guys later.
All right, Finley, have a good one, buddy.
See ya.
You know, luckily it's the weekend, so I can stay up a little bit later instead of getting off at. Actually, if it was a weekday, I would be off at 9. But it's the weekend, so probably not gonna happen.
All right.
Exclamation mark, predict.
I don't know if that works.
I don't think it does.
I thought I turned it on Sim Toolkit, but apparently it doesn't work. So I don't know. I am running into frame issues again. This is so frustrating.
Now there's 8 Chicago approaches. Midway has a delivery now. Oh, wait. Oh, wait, never mind. I was about to say, are they sending people to Midway now?
Probably not.
Yeah, they're not. I thought they were.
Again, they're just going to put people on hole patterns. Again,
Yeah,
you
they're
got triple, but
actually
you do
not.
have triple runways, so that's the good
Triple
thing about it.
Well, technically,
Well,
they
no,
technically
don't.
have 4
It,
runways.
yeah, but don't count any departing runways though. So.
Yeah. Right now, I'm flying a 172 from Chattanooga to McMinnville. Oh, okay. So funny thing today. So we have 2 airports that are right here. We have McMinn County and McMinnville. So we sent somebody who wants to be, he's a cop and he wants to be like a full-time instructor. He's ready to change careers. And we sent him out to take one of our Pilatus guys to pick up a, to pick up one of our Pilatuses. And we're getting it out of annual. And so we told him, yeah, pick him up at McMinnville. He went to this airport called McMinn County. And so then my dad texted him and he like made like a circle or 2. And then he went to McMinnville. It was pretty funny.
Oakland traffic, FedEx3255 is setting up right downwind, runway 30, Oakland. A little bit of low clouds here. But again, it's the Bay Area. That's not surprising.
Yeah.
Alright, we'll hold at 5,000. And we'll swing it onto a right base and then final.
Well, I mean, there's like, you just need Jacksonville Center and the whole east side of America has all ATC.
Probably gonna get an alarm about terrain here in a second.
Terrain.
Oh yeah, that's one thing I hate about departing out of San Diego. So as soon as on rotation, it automatically gives me that damn terrain. I'm like, dude, seriously, come on. Or caution, terrain.
Yeah, that approach into Oakland, you are sweeping in over mountains and then have to chop and drop.
Yeah, especially coming in on a right downwind. You know, because you can't come in over the water.
Well, you can.
Well, I mean, I could right now, but it's not part of the actual approach. At least this arrival. I don't think there's any arrival that allows you to do that. If I wasn't on Vatsim and I just did whatever hell I wanted, and yeah, I could just visually do it and just say screw it.
Well, so
nobody's watching you.
Oh no, not at all.
Except for 20 million Facebook viewers.
Yeah, right. More like 1. That's you.
So was that person doing an approach rating?
Yeah.
He's gone now.
Wow, that was fast.
It was like me on my first time when I was doing, approach. The supervisor.
Oakland traffic, FedEx3255, turning right base, runway 30, Oakland.
The supervisor, he was just like, yeah, you got it, see ya.
All right.
I was like, okay, all right, I'll finish up this. Because he just stayed there for 15 minutes and I've only had an hour session. That's what I wanted to do. That's all I do.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I finished it up. And there was one dude who absolutely was getting on my nerves.
Oh, yeah, it looks great. There's the terrain warnings. Here they come.
Terrain. Bank angle. Bank.
Oh, I know, right?
Your voice to text changed to bank angle to bang bang bang.
That's another thing I hate about Facebook is it does stupid crap like that.
2500. 2500.
Oh, this thing is freaking out with this terrain.
I mean, you could still go because there's still
We'll see.
Los Angeles Center. I mean, you know.
We'll see. It's almost 10 o'clock though. I might just call it a night and just go spend some time with my girlfriend now.
Okay.
Oakland traffic, FedEx3255 on a 10-mile final for runway 30, Oakland. Bob Dylan says minus the landing rate 211. Hopefully we do better at that. Challenge accepted. Gear down.
Why does that runway look like? Oh, that isn't the runway. That's the sun. That shit doesn't look like it's out in the water. Oh, that's a cool view.
Thank you. All right, I think we're just gonna hand fly it in from now. High. Oakland traffic, FedEx3255, 4-mile final, runway 30, Oakland. Low.
I like doing these, I don't know why, just doing cross country as an X-Plane is just fun. And Ralph, how long does a cross country have to be? How many?
I believe it's
how many
50
miles?
miles. It did 50
Depends on
miles.
what you're talking about. For your private, it needs to be 50 miles.
Yeah, for private it's 50. I thought that's what I was pretty much under the impression was 50.
Great job. You only needed a little bit of help.
No, I said it before that.
Yeah, you did. I'm sorry.
Once
now
you
way
are
high.
a commercial pilot, it's anytime you go to another airport.
Now I need 3 night landings before I can even, I think, do my first, is it cross country or solo?
You need 10 hours of night with the instructor, I believe, and then 3 night landings, yes. God, I'm just looking at all that stuff. I'm going for my CFI again as soon as I get a little extra cash.
Alright, let me go sterile cockpit here.
So do you
Minimums continue.
inhale
Hold
or
on, John.
exhale when you flare?
I don't remember.
Long landing, 2,000.
That's gonna be heavy. I knew it. I knew it.
Oh, 227, that's not bad.
Yeah, but I let it kind of drop at the last second, though. I was doing fine, but then I flared it. Just the flare on, whatever. It was fine.
So did you
Not my
inhale?
best. Actually, I don't think I did anything. Should be Whiskey 5 is where I'm at right here. If I remember correctly. And it is. Whiskey 5. Oakland traffic, FedEx3255, clear of runway 30, Whiskey 5. We're going to take Whiskey Bravo to the ramp, Oakland. Alright. Not my best landing. I've been having a lot of, like, over 200 foot landings lately. Which, again, are not, like, atrocious or nothing, but, you know, need to do a little bit better job. Frames like crap right now. This is a payware airport. This is not a freeware from the X-Plane forums or nothing, so I did buy this airport.
You know, because I flew into it and I don't remember coming in over the water.
What, in Oakland?
Yeah.
Runway 30, you go over the water. I mean, even
Is there
before
a crossing runway?
No.
Yeah.
Now there's 2 more runways to the north, but they're smaller. There's 28 left, 28 right, 10 left, 10 right.
I think I might have done 28 because I came over the mountains, but not over the water.
That's why. This runway is the longer one. I think it's 10,000 at least. So in real life, the Antonov was at 225. That giant ass Russian plane has landed here.
Yeah, there was people who, I watched the ATC video.
Yeah,
that
so did I.
Gas Aviation made on it. Like, they were all like slowing down, like, man, that's a cool plane.
Yeah,
Pretty
the Southwest guys, they were like talking, they were like, hey, if you want to slow down and check out the Antonov, they're like, yeah, we might just do that. And we just got disconnected from Vatsim, but it doesn't matter now. Does not matter now. Now, I believe commercial airliners can take off out of the smaller runways. I don't remember but the northern ones I think are for more general aviation.
Yeah, the northern ones are for general aviation because they're right next to the FBM.
I believe I landed on the one that took me closest to the FedEx ramp.
Well, you probably landed on 28 left. That's what that would be my guess.
Well, I might have landed on 1-2.
Well, there is no 1-2.
Yes, the opposite of 3-0.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. My apologies. My apologies.
I think you failed your check ride.
Probably. I've never landed on runway 12 here. I've always landed on 30. This is the FedEx ramp over here to the left. I should just go ahead and park straight on in. Why not? I should get a marshaller, I think. I hope.
Is that an add-on you have?
No, certain airports have what's called SAM, and if the airport is SAM capable, you will get a marshaller. This one apparently does not, or at least this area of the terminal may not have one. Now, there have been some airports I do land in, like, wrong button, Memphis, where it has the SAM add-on. So, like, when I would go into the terminal or to the cargo area, you will see a guide person.
Yeah, I've never seen that.
You don't have any.
I see the truck waiting sometimes.
Well, that's part of the default. So those are default scenery. All right. Parking brake is on. Let's get the GPU connected. GPU connected. And, oh wait, wrong button. There we go. Do that first, dummy. Alright, on the ground in Oakland. Yay, we made it. We'll kill the beacon. Parking brake is on, correct? It is on. And so if we were in Charleston right now, the beacon is off. We'd be placing the chocks. The stairs would pull up. We would wait for the door to open before the loader unit. So we'll go ahead and open open the main. And eventually the bellies would get open too, because there are loose freight that are in those in the loader unit. And that's pretty much it. I wish it was that fast sometimes, but it is not. So with FedEx, you know, I do operate this every now and then, which would be the Commander 30, except the wheels, the control is on the other side. But I have run this machine before, and also we do. Where are the little loaders on the ground?
So Ralph, do you love your job?
For the most part, yes, I do. But I tell you right now, they are slowly making it a very annoying job to be, and I don't really want to do it for the rest of my life.
So what's your plan?
My plan is to eventually get my commercial rating and either go fly for small private companies or I don't think the airlines are going to be a possibility, but I would eventually like to try to get commercial rating and then either fly, like I said, for a private company, just shuttling VIPs around or whatever. That's kind of the goal. I would.
Suppose if I told you that it isn't that great, you wouldn't listen to me.
It's probably better than what I have to deal with every day, to tell you the truth.
At least you're home every night.
Yeah. But, you know, I just don't want to. I don't want to shovel boxes the rest of my life. Physically, I just don't. I don't want to do it anymore.
If you were to go to a private company and fly, like say, Planis's around, you would probably want to get your girlfriend flight aware or flight radar 24 so she can make.
We already
sure
have that. We already have all that stuff.
Oh, you're already on top of it.
Yeah, we're way on top of that. Yeah, because we both like to look at stuff and check things out. All right. Wow, LA Center already went offline. That is depressing. So then we're definitely not going to. We're definitely not going to do that then. What's our landing report? Yeah, 238 on the landing report. How far are we off the center line? 14 feet off the right. Not very good. I've done better. I gotta work on my landings. My landings have been a little rough lately. Rougher than I would like. The length of runway 3012 is 10,520 feet. It is 150 feet wide with an elevation of 9 feet. So, yep, just a hair off the center line. The last few landings I did were actually pretty good on the center line, but that one was not the best. All right, I think I'm going to go ahead and end the stream here. I will stick around in Discord for a little bit and hang out with you guys. But appreciate the new followers. Bob Dylan, thanks for hanging out with me on YouTube. I usually don't get a lot of YouTube traffic, but it's much appreciated. I don't always stream on YouTube since I am affiliated with Twitch. Usually I will do most of my flights and everything on Twitch. But every now and then I will fire up the YouTube and channel and we'll hang out and stuff like that. But appreciate the follow or the subscribe. You guys, as always, appreciate your support. Without the support, this wouldn't be possible. And we may stream tomorrow. We'll see. If not, we'll be streaming Monday, but we're going to be doing racing that night. We might do some aviation stuff in the middle of the day, but we'll see. But I know I got to be ready for a race that night. So until later on.
By Bob Dylan.
It says Bob Dylan. That's the name. That's the name. So, but again, always appreciate you guys' support. I'm going to head on out. You guys have a good evening, and we'll catch y'all later. We'll see you soon.